Hey friends, that was fun. It was great to be able to look around there at Strawtown and then at the antique store there in Elwood. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I was really, though, disappointed in this trip. It's always fun to look around and call it tool scouting, and we hunt for tools. We don't just always find tools, and there were not very many tools at Strawtown this time. At least nothing that I was really needing or interested in. And then in Elwood, I had heard that there was this antique store, and I had wanted to go and visit, and I have a card from it. It's called Bittersweet Antiques, and the name is very appropriate. The items inside were really sweet to look at, but the prices were kind of bitter. And so I did not, I found some things that would have been fun to get, but they were a little expensive, so I went ahead and passed. I don't know if they'll have some time where they go on sale at different times of the year. I'm not sure. The lady in there told me that they'll be open in October, up through October, I should say, of this year. Usually they close in the winter, and so they are usually open in the summer. I'll put the information here on their card. If you ever are in the area and want to visit, you can go for it. It's a lot of fun to look around, and maybe you'll find something you can't live without. Who knows? But that doesn't mean we weren't doing anything else this week. I have a couple of things here. I had showed you a video where I had made this sheath out of Kydex for hiking, and this here is for wearing on your back, right below the small of your back for a scout carry. But I have started to make a variety here of different sheaths that I can use for different knives. And I know a couple of you had commented on my video that I made for hiking that you always want to have your knives in leather, and I get it. Leather is really, really nice. Leather for me, though, is something you're not supposed to store your knives in. If there's brass or anything, it'll usually corrode. Most leathers don't. I've had some leathers that will even make my blades corrode. Stainless steel is not so problematic with that. But leather is great. It's really nice, but Kydex to me is light and when you make them right, they're secure. So let me bring you down here on the bench and I'll show you what we've been up to if you're interested. So if I'm not mistaken, at least these two here, I've already shown you on the other video, and if I can remember, I'll try to put it in the description. When I made, I can't remember which one of these I showed making, but then for the hiking, when I used it for hiking, again, I like to carry them this way. I don't like them really on my belt, but this here will fit this knife and another one that's just like it. It's for this model, and so you can wear that on your back, on the back of your, right below your belt, or on the small of your back, and it's called a scout carry, and I prefer to carry it there rather than on my leg. But I also like to use these as, and I call them a paddle sheath. I like to wear these and just throw them into my back pocket or into a cargo pocket. This one here has a whistle and a ferro rod that can be used, and there is also a compass on here. You have to remove the knife for the compass to work properly, or it won't point right. There's some cordage on here and different things. This one here has an arrowhead, a fishing kit, and all sorts of other things on here, along with some cordage and a band. It's very compact and fits nicely on your back. But then I made this one, and this one here is for light backpack carry. It's a lighter knife. Most of these, if you buy an inexpensive one, and I've even bought a couple of expensive knives, that the sheaths just aren't what I'd really like to have. So I remade this one, and what's nice about this is I have a little a fork and spoon that go with it, and I've gotten several of these, and I've been trying out several of them, and this here works great. You throw it in your pocket and in your backpack, or your back pocket or a cargo pocket, and it works great. This one here also, and it keeps the knives standing upright. This one here is the same model as this, and you can see the knife fits in there very well. It snaps in nicely. There's really not a whole lot of noise with these. That's what most people complain about. I try to make them tight enough. And then this fork and spoon here is a little bit different design. It has magnets that hold it together, and then there's a little liner lock in there. But this is a full-size fork and spoon that fold up nicely and fit in this little unit. And I really like the way this one turned out. So you snap it in there. There's only one grommet here. This one has two grommets. This is only one grommet that helps hold and keep the knife very snug. But then this will flex plenty so that you're able to get that fork and spoon out. And again, it's not very noisy. So those are two that I have, and then I went ahead and got this one. It's smaller. I've been playing around with the idea of doing like EDC with a fixed blade, and this one here is a little small. The blade, the handle was too small for me, so I added this finger choil, and that makes a big difference. Gives me a smaller blade, but it wouldn't be much smaller than a pocket knife, and it's just a nice little size. And so I made, this is the sheath that it came with, and this is the crazy thing, this is so economical. The sheath fits so nice. They made those sheaths so well. I've got a $230 knife that comes with a Kydex sheath, and it just is not as secure, and it rattles too much. This here, again, no noise. This has just a fork that folds up, and you can have that. You'll have your fork and knife. So anyways, I went ahead and put that together, and I've been exploring using these things and seeing just how well I like them. This one here, all of these so far have not disappointed. And then I made this one here. Now this one is a larger version of this knife here, but I didn't need to put the finger choil because the handle's so much bigger. And so it's just kind of neat how this has turned out. It's a little big for food prep. It's more for outdoors, and that's why I've made it the way I did. But the sheath that comes with it, very secure, very quiet, and it works wonderfully to throw in a back pocket. into a cargo pocket, and it will hold that up nicely so that you can carry it well. So all of these have been just great, and I've been playing around with them, making these different paddle sheaths. These here you can take and change out on this one and this one, or these two here I have made so that I can hold that spoon and fork in this or in this, and so I've drilled the holes so that they can be interchanged. They're over here on the side. I'm not going to take time to grab those. If you enjoy this kind of thing and you want to see a little bit more of these variations, let me know in the comments. But for right now, I just thought I'd take the time at the end of this video to show you what I've been up to this week. And it's fun to get these things and make them, and they've been working just wonderfully. So that's what we've been up to. Thanks so much for coming along on our little excursion out to look at some antique stores and a flea market. I hope you enjoyed the what do you call it, show and tell of the knife sheaths that I've been working with. Like I said, I do like leather, but this Kydex, when you make it properly and you use, for me, if you use the blade, the secret for me is I wrap a piece of Kydex around the handle here so that this part flares, and then I put 2 pieces of cardboard on the blade and tape those in place, and then the only place that's really tight is right in here, and that's what I like. There's a little bit of movement here, but there's a very distinct snap, and it grabs and it's not noisy. So if you make these right, they can really work well. But anyways, that's what I've been up to. Thanks so much for joining me on this. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up. If you know somebody else that might enjoy this content, please send them the link. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that next time we put up a video, you'll be notified and be able to come back and visit me again here in the shop when we have another project. I have a neat project sitting right over there. I've got it all cleaned up, and you'll see that in a future video very soon. I've got to get it painted, and we'll demonstrate that and show what we've got there. So guys, until next time, here's to you. Have a great day, and God bless.